Daddy just called. Wants me to come over to the house. He said he had something to talk to me about. Do you want to come with me? Bruce, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
So do you want to come with me?
I don't think so, baby. Why not go ahead? I got a few things to take care of.
Well, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, well, take your time.
Will you be here when I get back?
Yeah. Say hi to your folks.
Yeah, I will do.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
You know, maybe we're being a little hasty about this. Maybe we should accept Gina's wedding invitation.
Oh, I think that's nuts.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, you've got to know that they're never really going to leave Santa Barbara.
I think you're right, honey, but just thinking about it, it'd be like a dream. Keith and Gina, not in Santa Barbara. Paradise on earth.
I don't think we should be short-sighted about this.
Dad, come on, I don't understand you. I mean, you're the first person that would take that invitation and throw it up into their faces.
Well, sometimes act impulsively. This time I think we owe it to ourselves and to Gina and Keith to make sure that they have a wedding that they will soon not forget. Hmm?
Let's see now, you're aiming too low for the Milky Way. I guess you must be looking at the Capwell house.
Good guess.
Who do we see, darling?
Nobody unusual. Cece, Sophia, Ted, same old crowd.
What are they doing?
They're milling around the atrium, sweating it out, trying to see if they believe me or not.
Honey, I don't think they're gonna believe you, not considering your track record.
You know, sometimes I wonder whose side you're on.
Resolve yourself. I'm on your side, my love, always.
Well, then why don't you stay on my side and get off my back?
What are you being so touchy for?
You irritate me, Keith. I come up with this wonderful idea, a way to get the Capwells to show up at the wedding, and all you can do is niggle me.
Yeah, this is what you call a niggle?
Whatever you want to call it, nagging.
I am not nagging. I am not niggling. I just sort of think blackmailing people to come to your wedding is not kosher.
What difference does it make? As long as they show up, that's all I care about. After all, I showed up at all their weddings, even the ones I wasn't involved with.
I forgot. They owe you.
Well, yeah, they certainly do. Wish I could be a little fly on the wall so I could hear every little thing they're saying. I mean, they must be so excited. I mean, to think that you and I are going to leave town and never come back. How could they resist an inducement like that?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
I'll tell you what I'd like to see. The whole clan. 6 little Capwells all in a row.
I think I'd like to see one Capwell. Mason Capwell. Behind bars, perhaps pulled through the streets by a wild horse. Now, that would make one hell of a wedding gift, wouldn't it?
Well, you have your obsession, darling, and I have mine.
No, don't go. Why do you keep running away? I thought we were friends. Why not? We can never be friends? I don't know why. I don't understand. I took Mary away from you. I took Mary away from all of you.
Hi.
Hi. I waited until Eden left. I don't know why.
Well, she just went to visit her parents. What's up?
Oh, well, we are leaving for Los Angeles this afternoon, and I thought you might want to say one last goodbye to Chip. What?
That isn't true. I didn't take Mary away. I didn't force her to leave the convent. I loved her. She shouldn't have married Mark McCormick. That's true. I was against it. She was married. Yes. Tell me something. Why doesn't Father Michael want you to talk to me?
I'll answer that question myself.
Gentlemen, come in. Honey, you won't believe who this is. This is Capwell Field. Welcome to our humble abode.
Well, Cece, Ted, this is a surprise.
To what do we owe this signal honor?
I hope you're here to accept our wedding invitation.
That's right. You got it just right on one condition.
Oh, already with the conditions? Why is it always give and take with you? I mean, why can't you just give?
I am. Right now. See, I'll come to the wedding. If you sign a document saying that you leave Santa Barbara within 48 hours after the wedding and never come back.
Oh, well, we have no objection to that. I mean, I'll sign anything.
Oh, maybe I should have asked for a suicide note.
Well, now, wait a minute. I have a condition, too.
Yeah, but you do. But it's incurable, too.
Down, Junior. No, my condition is that your entire family show up at our wedding. That includes Mason.
Don't be a fool.
Those are the terms. Take it or leave it.
Well, we'll take it. I'm sure, Mason, we can get him cleared by the time you two get married.
Are you so sure? You know, I think you're desperate to get us out of town.
Well, you won't get any argument from me about that.
Oh, now, you know, whatever happened to our rapport? I guess people just drift apart, don't they? One more favor. Just, would you be my best man? Please, come on.
Hey, kid, not a chance, but you
Oh, please, come on.
Oh, come on, Cece. Show everybody what a big man you can be.
I'm going to show you.
I want to find out something here. Why the heck do you want somebody who you totally hate and who hates you to stand up for you?
Because he'd hate it so much?
So much that it's not going to happen. But I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to sign this, and when you do, and you give it back to me, I'm going to go hunt for a wedding suit just to attend your wedding. Isn't that nice of me? Come on, Ted.
I told you they'd do it, didn't I?
Yeah, I'll believe it when it happens. Not a second before.
I don't believe it. You and Daddy are going to go to Gina's wedding?
Well, that's just so we can get them to leave town.
It'll never happen.
No, I don't think it'll ever happen either, but you know when your father gets an idea, there's no talking about it.
It never goes out of his head. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks. When are you going to Los Angeles to get those tests?
Today, this afternoon.
Honey, I wish you'd talk to Cruz about this. You're frightened. I don't want you to keep that a secret.
I don't think I will ever be able to face him if I can't have children.
Sweetie, you can't keep this a secret from him. He loves you. You have to trust that.
Mama, it would break his heart.
Break your heart, too, wouldn't it?
More than anything, I want to have a child with him. And I guess I just have to take it one step at a time. I'll go, I'll have the test, and if nothing's wrong, then we'll just go back to trying.
You still want me to go with you?
Yes, I really want you to go with me if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. What are you going to tell Cruz?
Well, I thought what I would do is I'd tell him I was going out of town on business for Daddy.
That means you'd be letting your father in on this, too.
Letting me in on what?
You like this hat?
Oh.
You know, I've been thinking about this little guy all morning. I was even toying with the idea of coming by the apartment so I could say a proper goodbye. Last night at the Lair didn't seem quite enough. You like this?
Well, I gave up the apartment. We stayed at a hotel last night.
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad you brought him by here then.
Well, to tell you the truth, I wasn't quite sure what to do. I thought about making a clean break, and then I thought it really wasn't fair to you.
I don't think you should eat that, buddy.
No, I don't think so
that's
either.
fair.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, you know, I had a dream about him last night, and I was thinking, we were playing baseball, and I was thinking every kid needs a baseball mitt, and even though he's just a little guy, I bet I could shop around and come up with something that would be...
Cruz, really, you know,
decent.
that's very sweet of you, but it's not necessary. I'll make sure that he gets everything that he wants. You know, I know it's very difficult for you to understand, but please try to understand that I think I'm doing what's right for Chip.
Well, of course, I do.
Anyway, I will tell Chip about his father eventually, but until then, I'm going to send you pictures and, you know, letters and let you know how he's doing, but I think that's where your contact with him has to end.
What are you talking about?
When I get to L.A., you're not going to have my address, and I won't put a forwarding address on the letters that I send you.
That's not what you said before.
Yes, I know. I changed my mind.
Well, Tori, believe me, if you think that it's better for him to be without his father, you're wrong. I know. I grew up without a father, and it's not good for a little boy.
Look, I'm sorry you don't agree, but I really feel it's the best thing for Chip.
And I'm sorry that every idea I have is perceived to be some kind of interference, but I don't want to be shut out of his life.
Look, I could go through all the reasons and the justifications, but there's really no sense, because I'm going to come up with the same conclusions.
Not only do I have a responsibility to help this little boy out, I have a right. And I don't think you understand how strongly I feel about that.
Yes, I do. I do understand. But I think this is the best solution. Cruz, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We'll have to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Sign this?
Of course we're going to sign it, Keith.
CC is having too much fun doing all this. He's up to something.
What difference does it make what he's up to? He's going to watch me walk down the aisle. That's what counts.
Honey, they don't want to see you roller skate down that aisle. They really don't.
Okay, fine. Fine, they don't want to see me roller skate, but they are going to go show up. They've got the contract right there. It's ironclad, Keith. You said so yourself. After all, you're the lawyer. You should know.
Oh, right, and CC's famous for honoring his deals. Right.
Well, he is when he doesn't have a choice.
You know something? You gotta be on your toes when you're dealing with this man. He's always trying to outsmart us, and I find that personally sickening.
So what? We've got him exactly where we want him. And who thought of the idea? I mean, not to pat myself on the back or anything.
Who? And why?
Pardon?
I want to say something.
Fine. Why?
I realized why you want the Capwells at our wedding.
What do you mean you realized it, Keith? I just told you
I don't
why.
think you realize it yourself.
Oh, go on, go on. When you start like this, there's nothing I can do but listen, so just go ahead.
I think you want family there. You lost Haley. Lily left town. And no matter how much you dislike the Capwells, they feel like family to you. But I'm here to tell you that you have more family. You have Brandon. And you have me. Aren't we all the family you need?
Once in a while, you say something so genuine to me. It catches me off guard.
Aren't we?
I don't know what I'd do without either one of you.
That is the point. You're never going to have to do without either one of us.
You're so sweet. You really are sometimes.
Mom, Uncle Keith, guess what?
Oh, my
Honey,
God.
what?
Outside, you gotta come and see it.
We're busy now, you know?
No, come on.
All right, what's the joke?
It's no joke. The biggest truck you ever saw just pulled up in front of the house. They've got stuff for us.
It's from Wheel of Fortune. All my prizes are here.
No, I will not let Mason go anywhere near that church. Timmons has him on the 10 most wanted list. He's trying to lure him into a trap.
Julie, it's all right. We're all prepared for this.
You're prepared for what? You are willing to sacrifice your brother so that Tweedledee and Tweedledum get out of town?
Okay, we're not stupid here. We know they are not going to stick to the promise.
Then why are you going to the wedding?
Okay, because my dad has come up with a great idea. He's not only going to have fun with these two, he's going to double-cross Gina and Keith at the same time. He's going to get them to think that Mason is definitely going to be there at the wedding.
Go ahead.
That's where you come in.
You want me to disguise myself as Mason? I'm sorry, hon. I don't think that's going to work too well.
No. What we want is for you to get Mason to sign something that shows those two that he will definitely be there at the wedding. You know, to kind of like get the ball rolling. Can you do that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
All right, good. Is he all right?
He's fine.
Good.
And he'll be happy to know that you asked about him.
Well, we've had our problems. I still care about what happens to him, you know. You okay?
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help you out?
No, thanks. I just have to make sure that Timmons doesn't slap him with a murder rap.
Yeah, no. We are all very grateful for what you're doing right now.
I hope I can pull it off.
You can. You're certainly under a lot of stress, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It'll be all right.
All right. Well, I'm out of here. I'll just keep you posted.
Okay, and I will, as soon as I get the letter, I'll give it to you.
Okay? All right.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Thank you. Oh, hi, Mr. Hastings.
Hello, Miss Wainwright.
This is the Deputy Attorney General. This is Ted Capel.
Hi. I remember meeting you a long time ago. How are you doing?
Good to see you again, Ted. How's your father?
Oh, he's fine.
I'll give him my best.
I certainly will. Okay, you take care.
See you
I'll talk to you
later.
soon.
Okay. Please come in and make yourself comfortable. I really appreciate you coming.
My dear, I couldn't wait to get here after I got your call. I have been hoping for this day for a long time. So, don't keep me in suspense. Tell me what you have on Keith Timmons.
More than enough.
I want to have a baby with Cruz more than anything in the whole world. And I haven't been able to get pregnant. So I thought I should go to Crawford University, I should get some tests run, and see if there's anything physically wrong with me.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. There's nothing wrong with
Well,
you.
see, I don't think there is either, but I want to make sure.
But maybe you're acting a little bit premature this time. Why don't you just wait a while?
I have waited. I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to wait anymore.
Honey, maybe you have been trying too hard. You know what happens when you get anxious about something like this?
I know. Cruz and I have talked about it.
Well, maybe you haven't talked about it enough. I mean, certainly not running away to L.A. and lying to him about it is not going to happen.
I don't want to lie to him. I just don't want to bother him with a problem that may not exist. Daddy, I'm just asking you to help me.
How do you want me to help
I
you?
want you to help me come up with a reason why I can go away. The reason I'm not telling him is because he's got so much on his mind already, and this may not even be a problem. If not, then in a day or two I'll come back and everything will be the same as it was.
Well, I don't like it if you get your mind made up.
I do.
All right, I'll help. I will help. Let's see, what can we do? All right, we're going to go to L.A., and we're going to tell him that we're looking for a subsidiary for Capital Enterprises if he wants to know where you are. All right, I'll cover for you.
Thank you, Daddy.
You won't thank me if this plan backfires on us. Just hope it doesn't.
What you don't seem to understand is that Sister Sarah is in a very delicate emotional state. We are doing our best to protect her and to make sure that she isn't troubled. The last thing we need is you coming in here and upsetting her with a lot of questions.
That the only reason you don't want me to talk to her?
Yes, that's it.
Well, I wasn't trying to upset her. I was just asking her about her relationship with a nun who used to be here, Sister Mary Duval.
And what did she tell you?
Oh, nothing really. That she knew her, that she knew she was married. That's when you came in.
And how do you know Sister Mary?
I met her when I was through the mission a while back.
I see. Well, Sister Mary left the church, and not long after that, she died. It was a great loss to the convent.
Did you know her?
We all knew her, and we loved her. But after she severed her ties to the mission and to the church, we lost track of her. Mother Isabel said that she got married, and that's the last we heard.
I'm told Mother Isabel is dead now.
Yes. It was a very unfortunate, very tragic accident. It was another great loss to the convent. Why are you asking so many questions? What's your interest in Sister Mary?
This idle curiosity, really. She was different.
Different. Yes, she was. Now that you know everything that we know, Perhaps you can return to your work and stop bothering Sister Sarah. Or maybe you don't have enough work to do.
I got plenty.
Good. Then do it. The world inside these convent walls is a world you can't easily understand. The sisters have their own rules, and they have their own way of living. Now, that is best left undisturbed. Please.
I don't think I see exactly what you've accomplished here, Miss Wainwright. It's true you've managed to incriminate Keith Timmons in a great number of minor indiscretions, but nothing sufficient to warrant removing him summarily from office.
Mr. Hastings, I thought the sheer number of indiscretions, as you call them, would be enough to do the trick.
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. In this case, severity has to outweigh volume.
I don't believe this. Everything that I've told you, you can't take any action because of that?
Well, let me ask you a question first. How many people would be willing to testify against Keith Timmons?
We have a problem there.
Yes, you have. A very major problem. To get Keith out of office will take something really big, something that will galvanize public indignation. We can't go to the voters with scraps of allegations. Timmons would laugh at all of us.
Mr. Hastings, Mason is being accused of a crime that he didn't commit. Timmons has manufactured this evidence against him as part of his lifelong plan to get even with the Capwells. He is obsessed with it. And his violation of ethical conduct is a result of this obsession. Time and time again, he has used his office as a weapon against the Capwells.
No, I don't doubt it.
Certainly, there's something that you can do about this.
I've told you, nothing would make me happier than to see this man drummed out of office. But I can't act on the kind of information you've given me here.
If you won't remove him from office pending an investigation, would you at least get him to drop these ridiculous charges and clear Mason's name? It's like Christmas morning.
Like a very loud. There! Now it's a quiet Christmas morning.
Looks almost like a home, doesn't it?
Almost exactly, I think.
It'd be great if we could be like a normal family from now on.
Honey, we will be. Look at us. We got a mommy, a daddy, we got a kid, even got a dog there. It's just right. It's like you know what we should do? We should take a picture, a portrait to preserve this blessed moment.
It's a great idea, a family portrait. Brandon? Brandon, sweetheart, look, Keith's gonna take a picture of us.
Now?
Right now, before he forgets how to use the camera. Come on.
Oh, there. Oh, honey, that's perfect. There we are, the perfect family, except one thing is missing. And here it comes.
Now, it's perfect. Yeah, well, that sounds decent. Why don't we jump on it first thing in the morning? Yeah. Okay, great. You bet, man. Bye-bye. Hi, how you doing?
Fine. Who's that?
That was Kane, talking about drumming up some new business. You know, it finally occurred to us, I guess, that the rent is not going to pay itself.
Oh, well, that's good, because I have to go down to L.A. for a couple of days. Daddy has some business he wants me to take care of for him.
Oh, yeah? Is that what he wanted to see you about?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what are you going to be doing down there?
Oh, I don't know, a prospectus on a possible subsidiary for Capital Enterprises. He says I'm the only person who has enough savvy to handle it, so I guess I'm flattered.
Well, it's flattering, I would imagine. It's also true.
Oh, you're both slightly prejudiced about my talents.
Oh, no prejudice about it. We're just good judges of character, the both of us. I've always said that you were the savviest person I've ever been close to.
I love it when you're impartial.
Totally objective. Ah, hang the office. You have to go to L.A., I'll come along with you.
What?
Well, I think it'll do us both good, you know, a couple of days down there. What do you say? I'll take you to Disneyland once you get done with your work. I always wanted to get you alone on the Matterhorn.
know that I would love to have you come with me, but I am going to be working on a very tight schedule, and you know, you hate Los Angeles. Why would you even want to go?
Because I hate the idea of being separated from you even more.
I don't suppose the idea of Chip being in Los Angeles has anything to do with this, does it?
Tori just informed me that she's not going to let me see Chip.
When did she tell you this?
She came by here earlier.
Did she tell you why she wasn't going to let you see
She
him?
just doesn't want me to be involved in his life. She's going to send me pictures as he grows up. I'm not supposed to know where he lives. Does it upset you that she came by here today?
Did you know she was coming?
I had no idea.
I'm really sorry. I know how this must upset you.
Oh, well, believe me, it's yet to be resolved. So why don't you tell me how long we're going to be in L.A.? I ought to let Kane know.
Well,
I just told
to
him...
be quite honest with you, I really should go alone. This is the first work I've done for Daddy in a really long time, and I want to do a good job, and... You know, if you were there, I couldn't even concentrate.
No?
No. You know I couldn't.
Well, I guess I could let you out of my sight for a little while.
Okay. I gotta go.
Oh, can't you spend 10 minutes here or something? We could, you know,
No, I'm taking an afternoon flight.
Oh, it's all set then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Well, in that case, have a nice trip. You might give me a call if you remember who I am or where I live. Yeah, and every 10 minutes thereafter would be nice.
I'll call you every 5. Gotta finish packing.
Hi.
Say hi.
Nice to see you. You know, we didn't see you last night, so we stopped to say goodbye.
You're leaving today, huh?
Yeah, as soon as we leave here.
Well, let's just drag it out a little. Come on in and sit down.
Okay, but we can't stay long. You know, it's a really long drive.
You really want to make this move, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing my friends and getting back to work. And you know, as much as people don't say it, it's been a strain having the two of us here, and I think it makes more sense.
No matter what happens between us, I've always considered you a friend, and I always will.
Oh, Julia, thank you. I feel the same way.
And you, kiddo, I'll see you soon. Okay? Gonna get your pretzel. Here we go. Here it goes.
Well, this certainly is a sudden trip you're taking.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry. I'll be back before you know it.
Just gone a day or two, you say?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll know it the minute you're gone.
Well, I will call you every hour on the hour. How's that?
Every hour on the hour.
Mm-hmm.
You promise?
Mm-hmm.
You sure I know the real reason you're taking this trip?
Yes. Why?
No, I just thought maybe I didn't know the real reason. I just thought maybe that, there was something you hadn't told me.
You're imagining things. That's probably Daddy. I'll get it. Hi.
Hello, sweetheart.
Thought it was you.
Hey, Cruz, how are you?
Hi, Mr. C.
Take that.
Okay. Well, you all ready to go?
Yeah, I'm all set. Look, I'll be back real soon.
Take care.
Okay.
See you later, Cruz.
Yeah.
You, sure you want to go through with this?
Yes,
Darling, I hope it's worth the lie.
so do I.
Brandon. Babe. Yo. I know you're not gonna like this, and I know you're having fun, but there's a time when a guy's gotta do his homework.
He's right, sweetheart.
Yeah, I just think, why don't you go upstairs, do your homework between now and dinner?
Sure. I can use my new desk and my new computer.
That's
There
right.
you go.
You can.
I won't even mind going to bed tonight. I want to sleep in that bunk bed. Can I sleep on the top bunk?
Babe, whatever makes you comfortable.
Great.
Great. It's amazing how new toys change kids' attitude.
I know how he feels. They've done the same thing for me. I mean, my attitude is... I just can't believe it. And I'm tingling all over.
Yeah, that sort of brings... that's why I sort of wanted to send them away, because I wanted to talk about that, our attitudes, and I kind of wanted to be alone, darling.
You did?
Yeah. That tingle, where exactly is the tingle?
I think it starts on my
It
toes.
starts at good place for a tingle to start. I want my tingle to start. I would like my tingle to start.
Keith, come on, sweetheart. It's not bedtime
Yes,
yet.
it is bedtime.
No, we gotta shut it.
I think we should, honey.
No.
I think we must.
All right.
I'll go away. Everybody in here's dead.
Timmons, this is Deputy Attorney General Hastings. I want to talk to you.
God! Come in! Hi! Hello, Deputy Attorney General Hastings. Hi, come in.
I thought you called in sick today. You don't look sick to me.
I would touch the flu. I want you to... This is,
Gina.
Gina.
Gina, hi.
This is, Deputy Attorney General Hastings.
Hi, Mr. Hastings. I think I've seen you on TV. You look much younger in person.
Oh, I thank you. We need to talk, Timmons.
Yes, sir. Do you mind? We'd like to discuss business.
Oh, it's quite all right. Mr. Hastings, can I get you anything?
Oh, no, thank you.
Keith?
No, thank you.
All right. I'll just leave you alone so you can chat. But if you need anything, I'll... Nice to meet you.
And you.
Sit. Sit down.
I want to talk about this Mason Capwell case. I've been hearing rumors that there's nothing more to it but a personal vendetta that you're carrying out against Mason.
It's not true. It's absolutely not true.
My information is that there's no concrete evidence to support your case.
Did you hear this from my former associate, Julia Wainwright? And did she tell you that she is now engaged to Mason Capwell?
No, she never mentioned anything about that.
I wouldn't suppose she would. I have something here that I would like to show you, sir. And I want you to take a look at it. And if this isn't hard evidence, sir, I don't know what is.
Well, based on what you've shown me, I'd have to agree with you. Mason Capwell appears to be guilty beyond any reasonable doubt.
Well, I talked to Mr. Hastings, and I think he's going to get the charges against you dropped. He's definitely on your side. I'm not a fan of Keith's, that's for sure.
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't do us any good. If they discount what Keith has, Keith will just manufacture some more evidence. Either that or the person who's been following me will furnish him with some more.
You're being awfully defeatist about this.
No, I'm just being realistic. But I'm sure that the solution to the crime is somewhere in this convent.
Well, do you have any proof? I want to go home, and I want this all to be over with.
Yeah, I wish it were that simple. Right now, I only have pieces of a puzzle that I can't seem to fit together. I do know 3 things for certain, though. 1, Mother Isabel, who was Mary's confidant, died mysteriously here just a little while before Mark McCormick was killed. Now, the convent says that it was an accident, but Sister Sarah has implied she might have been pushed.
Do you think that's possible?
If she knew too much.
What else?
Second thing is that Father Michael is very protective of Sister Sarah. Suspiciously so. Doesn't even want me talking to her, which leads me to believe that he might be covering something up. The third thing is that Sister Sarah is very frightened. And she knows a lot more than what she's telling me.
Mason, I think that you're in over your head. I vote for us to go get some help. Why don't we talk to Cruz?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to put Cruz or anybody else in jeopardy again. If I'm going to be exonerated, it's going to be because I found the real killer.
I don't want you looking for a real killer. Real killers really kill people.
Sometimes they miss.
You know, this attitude of yours is really stupid. Darling. Now, if Mother Isabel was killed because she knew too much, doesn't it stand to reason that your life is in danger because you're finding out things?
That's what I'm hoping.
You like this danger stuff, don't you? You find it exciting.
I'm hoping that if I get too close, whoever attacked Cruz and was following me will make their move. And then I'll have him. Or her.
Or that someone will have you.
All right. Fine. Yeah, I'll be there. Bye-bye. They want me to check into the hospital tonight. They're going to start the first test early in the morning.
Okay, I have a hotel room, so I'll be right next to you.
Mama, I am so glad that you're coming with me. I don't want to go through this by myself.
I hope you're glad. It's going to be all right, but I think we should get going.
Yeah, you're right. I'm all set.
Hi.
Well, hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, you forgot something. Can't very well go on a business trip without your trusty briefcase, can you?
Now, don't be frightened. Nobody here but us burglars.
What are you doing in my house? Get out before I call the police.
Now, that's a good idea. Save me the trouble of having them come over here and arrest you for harboring a fugitive. Yeah?
I wouldn't make accusations about things you can't prove. Keith, I know you like to do that, but it really isn't advisable right now.
Honey, don't take it as an accusation. Take it as a warning, but take it seriously, because when I get the evidence, I'm going to prosecute you.
Well, until you do that, I suggest you get your little butt up and out of my house. How did you get in here anyway?
The door was open.
No, it wasn't.
The window? No. You know, I just don't recall. But I'll tell you something, I'll leave anyway, because I'm just going to bide my time, honey. Because you're going to slip up, the Capwells are going to make a mistake, and I'm going to get Mason. You know, I bet I can read your mind right now.
Can you now?
Yeah. I bet you're wondering whether I have spoken to the Attorney General, or whether the Deputy Attorney General has talked to me. And the answer is yes, he has. You sicked him on me, and that was a big mistake, honey. If you do that again, I'm gonna ruin you. And I'm gonna ruin you worse than I'm gonna ruin your lover. And I'm gonna ruin you worse than I've ruined anybody else in my life.
I'm so scared. You scare me, Keith. I think your days are numbered. I talked to Hastings, and he is personally going to put a stop to you and your ridiculous vendetta.
It's funny. Mr. Hastings agrees with me that Mason is guilty as hell.
No, he's not.
Can't argue with hard evidence.
Hard evidence? Don't make me laugh.
Yeah. You're gonna be laughing when Mason's put away for around 20 years. He's up in the big house saying, "Look, Ma, look at me, I'm at the top of the world." Only chance he has is to give himself in and throw himself at the mercy of the court. And as his attorney, I suggest you tell him that.
He'd rather die.
This is a possibility. Because my next step is to put out a warrant with wanted dead or alive. And people that know me know that I don't care, one way or the other. Lock the windows.
Well, thanks for bringing that by. You know, I was going to stop by the house and get it. You saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, well, it's not like you to go off without that.
I had a lot on my mind.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I could get it to you.
I hate to rush you, darling, but I think we better go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can give you a lift to the airport.
Well, thanks, but no, the car's taking us.
Us?
Yeah, Mama's got some business in L.A., and so she was going to fly down with me.
Good timing, huh?
Yeah, it certainly was. Well, I hope you have a good trip. Take care of yourself.
Thanks.
Okay?
Thanks for bringing this by.
You bet. Hurry home.
It's a close call.
Oh, well, he obviously knows something's going on, Eden. I mean, he was begging for you to tell him the truth.
Mama, I don't want to talk about it.
All right. I'm just saying, if you want to tell him the truth, there's still time.
I've already made my decision and I'm sticking by it. So let's go.
Oh, sweetie, what's the matter, honey? Did you lose your teddy bear? Yeah? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me get it.